What's up, guys? Welcome Monday morning. I figured what better way to start the day than to go live on YouTube and ship up the items that I have. Ship out the items that I have. I have 20 items to ship out for $400. If you guys watched the live yesterday, which I normally run on Sundays, Jack, he won the giveaway. It's this box that was in the thumbnail. He got the giveaway. So if I get more stuff from companies, mystery boxes, clothing to resell, I'm going to probably give them away on the channel unless they, one, fit me and I want to wear it, or two, it's just like super, super good. But most of the time they're just like, okay. So we're going to look more towards the future for those types of deals. I'm going to double check the stream, make sure we're running live and good. I think it's good. Yeah, we got one person, one like. Abigail Grace, hello, you are the first person in, and welcome in. So part of the reason I wanted to run this live today as well is because I've been running lives consistently on Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time, and I thought to myself, Sean, what about the people who are doing other things on Sundays, out at like picnics, or they go to church, or they're doing other things, and then they're not watching you on YouTube? And I was like, what about Mondays when people are having a hard time getting going in the morning? Maybe they want somebody to listen to, almost like a reseller radio. I'm sure there's some out there that are pretty good, but I am a bit inspired. The Triple Thrift Podcast, led by our leader, Harry Tornado, Joey Bada Bing, and Drew Profit Monsters, they had a episode come out on Harry's channel because he said, their other one's not monetized, and I totally understand. We want those, we want the monetization money, but they went and they said, hey, let's get together, talk about it, and I was kind of thinking back. Oh, I forgot to turn my scale on. I was thinking back to when I started watching the Triple Thrift Podcast when they first came out, and then they disappeared after 33 episodes, and then I fell into the Trash to Cash podcast. So it's almost like the Trash to Cash just like jumped on the coattails of the Triple Thrift and filled the void of reselling podcast. I wish I had two friends like those groups of people that I could run lives with. Or podcast with, but for now it's just me and ChatGPT and you guys. So 865 Picker, good morning. Yeah, dude, happy to have you in. So I don't know how your morning's been. My mornings consist of waking up at 6:15, sometimes 6:30, 6:45, and then getting my son ready for daycare. He's 9 months old. He's tremendous. And then helping my wife get along and getting breakfast. And then when they leave, usually at 7:30, 7:45, I do like my quick breakfast. Sometimes it's like fruit and coffee. Then I try to work out. I do some content videos. And then I do shipping. And that's where we're at right now. So I did sell some women's items. And it kind of reminded me like, hey, maybe you should probably look through the women's racks a little more, because there's definitely money to be made in women's clothing, and there's way more women's clothing at the thrift than men's clothing. And we got the teal bags, Gyro Pack, Taylor 10. You guys know the drill. If you want cool poly bags, check them out. Some people ordered yesterday after I mentioned it, and contractually, I only have to put them in one video per month for 60 seconds in order for us to keep our deal. But I like to mention them whenever I can because that does help the channel as well. And honestly, it's a good deal. You get 10% off. It's a great deal. Better than the other stuff out there. This is a Billabong long sleeve shirt, 19 bucks. So if you guys heard earlier, which a couple of you guys are in now, but it was 20 items for $404. So that's an average sale price of $20 per item. If you're spending like $4 or less, selling for $20, that's including shipping. It's a tough game. It is a tough game to make enough money that way, but I've been doing it since 2021, so I am trying to find ways to improve. I found some Hokas for $8 at the Rincons, and they're a men's pair, so like I am trying to like get better items. I've just fallen into this world of like repeating the same stuff, and it's okay. Also, we set up the this is the, I don't know, we should name it something. It's holding my bags. That's a post office bag that holds the items when I go to the post office, and we're throwing them into the rack. So I failed many times yesterday during the live. I was trying to do a lot of no looks. I think if I look, it'll be fine. It did take quite a bit of time just to get it set up correctly, and I thought the time it takes to set up the bag is actually just about as long as the time it takes to just throw them on the ground and then put them in the bag like on the ground. But for the content, we're just going to continue to throw. So yeah, not bad. So the next one I got, this one is called John Mark, and this is a women's like blouse type shirt. John Mark, actually a woman in the thrift store told me about John Mark, and she said that's a really expensive brand. And she was a reseller herself, and I said, well, why don't you want to pick it up? She goes, well, I'm just not doing clothing. It's red, white, and blue floral, John Mark. So there you go. I guess he's like a designer or something. But yeah, it sold for $24.37 plus $8.99 shipping. Do $8.99 shipping on everything. So I wonder how everyone's morning's going and what everyone's schedule is. So we have 8 viewers, 6 likes. Not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder though, like, is Monday a rough day for resellers? Is Monday like the same Monday as a corporate job or a service job? You know, is it like, are you guys dragging your feet on Mondays? Because I am not. I really enjoy Mondays. Mainly because the weekends, like, you know, having a son is great, but when I have like hours with just him, me and him, it's exhausting. Like it's not stressful anymore. It used to be stressful, but now it's more like it just takes a lot of attention and you can't really get anything done. So I'm wondering, like, when Mondays roll around for me personally, I feel like charged up. I really do. Now, I didn't have that good a workout. I tried to do power cleans into a squat, like a front squat. I did a few sets of those, and then I just did straight power cleans, like sets of 10 at lightweight, and then I just was not feeling it. I think myself is a better I am built to work out in the afternoons, like that 2 o'clock time frame when you kind of get your lunch digested and you feel a little tired. That's the best time that I work out. First thing in the morning, I just want to get my business stuff like rolling. So that's kind of like how I live. And yeah, Wrestling Fig says, I just sent out offers. Hopefully coming here will bring a sale. Yeah, doubtful that has anything to do with it, but we can hope. I do send offers out. What percentage do you send out, or do you just do them individually? Because I have a bit of a strategy that I've mentioned a couple times on the channel. REI hiking pants. These are the zip offs. Pretty good. 15 plus 9, so $24. Yeah, so pretty much my strategy is if I've seen the item and sold it numerous times, then I give a 30% discount. And then if it's like a better item that I know should sell closer to full price, I'll give either like a 20% discount or a 10% discount. And that's kind of how I run it. If it's an item that like I never find that I know will probably be good, then I don't discount it at all. I just send like, I just like deny. I don't know. Most of the times I counter with 10% off, but sometimes I'll just deny them. Like if it's really like too low, I don't even bother. I don't know if it hurts the algorithm by like denying offers, but you know, especially if it's like a new item. So if it's a new item that typically sells like all the time, I'll send like a 20% offer. But if it's like a common item, I'll send a 30% offer because I know I'll find it like in the next week or so. Beatrice says, hi, Sean. Good morning. Well, good morning to you, Beatrice. 865 Figure says, I sent them out almost immediately because that means they are online looking to buy that item. I want them to buy instead of someone else. I probably check my eBay 30 times a day. That is an interesting question. 30 times a day, because I check mine a lot too. And you know what? I bet you there's an app or something that checks. I know they check the time on apps, but I wonder like the amount of times you click into the app. Wrestling Fig says 10% off on stuff I bought for pennies. So the thing about 10% off is I don't know if it's enough to move the needle, because if it's $10 item and you send 10% off, that's a $1 off. Like, I don't know. I mean, stores do it though, so it's not like it's a terrible thing. I don't know. That's an interesting thing. The other thing I've noticed though is when I send offers, sometimes people will buy it outright like a different buyer. So I think it does help the item, like the listing itself, to have offers sent to it and you sending offers out, regardless of the amount of money. There is a feature too that I looked at, and it said, if you send this offer out, anybody else who comes sees that offer. Have you guys seen that little feature? I swear there's new stuff happening all the time. Where, like YouTube has a lot of stuff too, where like other people can take your content and like do shorts and like remix it and stuff. There's like different things happening. And for me, when I set up the stream, I have to like deselect some of that stuff that I don't want, you know? Like for one, I put out a thrifting video and then like that location based on the video. Like people were able to put their like store in the description of my video, and I was like, I don't want that. So that would work if you were like promoting that store, but just having somebody else like leech off of the views and stuff is just a weird thing. So like I noticed that with eBay though, you send the offer out and then it says something like, dude, I think I got the throw. I think I got the throw down. I know that one didn't go in, but I think I got it. General Admission says, I enjoy Mondays as well. Most post office is right across from a thrift store that's always changing their 50% discount tags on Mondays. So 50% off on Mondays for you. Good start to the week. That's cool. I've noticed that some thrift stores on Mondays aren't that good though, because they get wiped out on Saturday, Sunday, and then they're like trying to recover, straighten the racks up, put stuff out a little bit later, from my experience. This is a Polo Golf Ralph Lauren. This is like their sweater, like a tight knit sweater kind of thing. Went for $24, $24.50. But yeah, I have heard that thrift stores on like Fridays are really good, and I typically don't source Fridays. I'm gonna start doing some more garage sales, estate sales, and I know those start on Thursday, Fridays. But thrift stores, I typically just go on Wednesdays, and sometimes like, I don't know, sometimes I go on Saturdays, like Saturday mornings, but typically it's just Wednesdays. But I'm gonna try to switch it up. I want to do some more content. I just figure let's throw up a live so that people have something they can kind of like, you know, tune into, kind of hang out. Just slightly off. Wrestling Fig says, I usually send out 40 and I get about 5 by the end of the day on offers. So 40%, yeah, that's pretty aggressive. It just reminds people of what they looked at. Yeah, 40% will do the trick, for sure. Sometimes I send out individually priced items or offers on high items, because say you have like a $200 item, you wouldn't necessarily want to send like a 30% off, but if you send like $180 offer on like 200, that might be enough to move the needle. Here's a Ralph Lauren. This is a short sleeve polo, but I think it's a rugby one. Let's see. Dang, this was a medium too. Sometimes yeah, so this was a rugby polo. You can tell because somebody mentioned in one of the chats that the rugby polos have rubber buttons instead of like plastic buttons. It's red, white, and blue. Big color blocking stripes. Man, I probably should have considered keeping it. Dang. It went for $25 or $24. That's what that one went for. $6.60 on Ground Advantage. But yeah, we're gonna pack these up. It's gonna be a short video, but it's gonna be like one of those things. I just think it's good to pop on a little bit, kind of help people out, especially the ones that don't come in live like during the weekend. Then again, how many people are actually on YouTube? I guess you guys are, but are you like photographing or listening? Because that's actually what I got to do. Randy doesn't come in till tomorrow, and I have 0 photos done. So I need to photograph for today's items and list today's items. And then I also, since she comes in tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to get those photos till like she goes to lunch. So then I would still have to draft, I need to photograph 60 items today. That's like what I need to do today. So, okay. We'll just leave that as it is. But yeah, I got to photograph 60 items. I can't even tell you the last time I photographed 60 items in a row. Having somebody do all the photographs is really nice. So I'm going to have to get on it, and I'm probably going to listen to some YouTube. I got my guys, The Tape Never Lies. They're talking about the preseason game. And yeah, and right now we have, I think, 2 weeks until the season starts. My birthday is coming up, September 12th. So that's a pretty big deal. I think Bears game, it's September 10th is their first game. So I wonder if I can incorporate like a celebration party. But I think we're having some Packer fans over at my dad's house. So if we lose, that would be very annoying. But maybe I'll see if I can invite some people over or something. My dad will have like a little barbecue or something. Something like that. All right, so 865 Picker says, if you're watching your item, that means they've already closed at the price. You have sometimes even taken $1 or $2 off is enough to steal the deal. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. That is a good point. All right, so that finally fell. So we got Alan Flusser. Alan Flusser has some pretty cool paisley, like this is paisley like all over print. This one's pretty tight. 865. You also said, glad to have caught you this morning. I have treatments at 1, so I got to go get ready. Have a great day to everyone. Thanks for inspiring, helpful comment today. Hey, man, good luck with the treatments. I hope they go well. But yeah, Alan Flusser, if you can get it pretty cheap, some of that stuff's pretty cool. I sell it quite often. That one only sold for $19, but some of the bigger sizes can go for a little more money. That was just an XL. Let's see. Wrestling Fig says, do vintage Boy Scout shirts sell on uniforms, but like a camping shirt? I got 30 different ones for $2, all single stitch. I think so. And the reason I say that is because as long as the patches are not ironed on and they're actually stitched in, that's what those people care about most, because they typically put their own patches on and they don't want the iron on like gunk underneath. But I've sold almost every single Boy Scouts item that I've ever picked up. There are very few that do not sell. I think maybe like the uniform pants that are not cargo may have a harder time, like some of those older ones, but the tops, they sell all the time. They sell all the time. So that's a crazy score. If you got 30 for $2 a piece, that's tremendous, man. You're gonna make some good money on that. I would probably price them at like $30 too. All right, so this is a vintage 2XLT Ralph Lauren short sleeve polo, striped. Jerry Dawson, good morning from your oldest watcher, 80 years old. Thanks for your help and inspiration. Excellent, Jerry. That's awesome, man. You are a bit younger than my grandpa, though, but I don't think he's watching live. He doesn't understand YouTube as well, but he does a lot of Facebook. He gets on Facebook a lot. But that's good, man. 80 years old. You probably are the oldest. Very nice, man. That's good, man. 80 is a pretty solid number. I don't know how long I'll live, but I don't know. I could probably pull 80. I think I could pull 80. We'll see. Most of my grandparents have lived to be in their... I think my great-grandpa was like 78, and then my grandpa now is... Oh, you know what? Maybe he's not 80. Maybe he's not 80 yet. I don't know. He's pretty old. He might be 80. I actually need to give him a call. I usually call him on Wednesdays when I'm driving to Dallas. But he does he smokes cigars every morning. So he reads Western books and smokes cigars. That's like his lifestyle. And he's still kicking, man. So this is a Gitman Bros. Gitman Bros is a really good brand to look out for too. This one sold for, it was 18 plus shipping, but it's not like the greatest of colors. It's like this purple color. But yeah, I've sold Gitman Bros for like $40. This one went for 27. Cody says, can't wait for the Lions to win the division. Yeah, okay. I mean, y'all do have David Montgomery. That was such a blow for David to go to the Lions. And I'm pretty sure he took the same amount of money the Bears offered him. I just think he was upset that the Bears didn't give him more money. But the running back market is a tough one. And a lot of people just don't want to pay him because they can get fresh legs from the draft that can do like almost as good a job. But David can pass block, he can catch. I mean, he's a good running back, dude. Jen Admin says, yikes, Packers fans. I know. They're the worst, dude. They're the worst. They're about to get their you-know-what kicked in, though, because, I don't know. The Bears are going to be pretty good this year. They're going to be pretty good. You got a Peter Millar Summer Comfort. Pretty nice striped shirt here. I would be careful. A lot of people talk about Peter Millar Summer Comfort selling for a lot of money. It used to sell for a lot more money than it does now. This one went for, well, maybe I cheap sell mine, but I sold mine for like $20. So, I don't know. Let's see. Wrestling Figs is on his way out of the chat. I don't care how many of those Boy Scout shirts you bought, but yeah, you're on thin ice, buddy. Josh Avendo, what up, man? He says, I also love reselling full-time. I'm on my way to pick up another pallet of books to scan. Yep, that is it, man. Do you think you can outsource that, or do you think that's the most critical part as a bookseller? Like, do you think, is there any part of your business you can pay somebody that you can pay them enough so they'll do a good job, but then you make more money because of the added time you get. Because I think scanning is one where it's like, look, it's like a green light, red light. Like if it's over this amount, like it's green pile. If it's not, it's in the red pile. And then that can give you more time to either like look for more pallets or list more or whatever. I'm just wondering. Because I was very skeptical to hiring somebody just because I'm very cheap and I think it's important to I was like, I need to do it all myself. But as soon as I found the right person, Randy does things just as good as me, if not better sometimes. So it's really pretty great to have her helping me out. Wrestling figs, no, they aren't uniforms. They are Boy Scout camp shirts. Oh, so are they crew neck? Is that what you're saying? I've sold the performance ones that are much newer. I don't know if I've even seen some of them. Does it say like their troop number or something on it? Because if it's local like that, then I actually don't know. I mean, I look it all up before I buy it though. So let's see. A new life resale says, "Hey Sean," or "Hi Sean. I'm shipping with you. Thanks for the company." Excellent. That's pretty much exactly what I was going for. To have somebody just tune in, that's doing their thing. Because I'm doing my thing. This is going to be like an hour live. We're not going to kind of go past that because I got to take some photos today myself. And I don't know. I'm kind of... Oh, I do have new photo. I have new photo background material, so I'm gonna make some content about the new photo backdrop material that I have. I went from using my main rug. I went from this thing that was from Hobby Lobby, and then I bought this rug from Lowe's that's real thin, and I cut it down to fit. And then now that wasn't holding the polyester stuff, and then the angle was too flat. It was like this. Now my friend Brian Roning told me about this material that sticks a little bit better, and it's actually the underlayment for carpet. So not like foam stuff like the old carpets used to have, but this is actually like a thin gray, almost looks like fiberglass type stuff. But I just got it from Poshmark. I bought it from somebody, and I'm actually going to try it out. So that's going to happen today, and maybe I'll put it on my Instagram. I don't know if Instagram cares about that much. They mainly care about looking at my son and things like that. But maybe I'll put a clip and then put it in my next YouTube video talking about it. I just don't want to do another photo setup video because I have been changing from the hanger to flat lay, and the flat lay that I recently went to, I'm improving upon it. So I do need to let people know what I'm doing so that they can kind of go that route too and not be left behind if they want something a little bit better. Jerry Dawson says, "My mom just turned 99. Whoo! That's incredible, man. Congrats to her." See, I feel like generations before had kids much sooner than they do now. I just had my first kid, and I'm not 19 years old, so I wonder. It's just different, man. People aren't having kids like they used to, and they don't have as many either. We definitely want to have another one, though. We want to have another one. This is a Lucky Brand shirt. Lucky Brand's pretty good, but it's kind of whatevs. I feel like I got a lot of juice this morning, too. General Mission says cigars in the morning is pretty badass. Yeah, the thing about it is I can't do it. I've tried. I used to smoke the cigars. They're just it's like my body can't handle it. Lowe's also a Packers fan. Get out of here. We don't need any more of you guys around. No, it's fine. I understand fandom. I just hate the Packers, so. Josh says, "Definitely can outsource. Just need to buy a box truck so I can pick up more pallets for someone to scan." Do you think a box truck's the way, or can you use a brush trailer? No, because it's so difficult with a pallet situation because you need a forklift and it needs to go in because it could be hard to put it on a brush trailer. You could probably only get one, I would think. Yeah, box truck might be the way. Man, yeah. Yeah, that's tough, man. That you start getting into bigger equipment. Yeah, I guess, you could do a flatbed trailer, but you would need a truck and the flatbed, so. But that would probably be a way to do it. There we go. Patricia says, hey, Sean, do you do this every Monday morning at the same time? If so, do you always start at 8 a.m. Pacific? Thanks. Patricia, no, I run lives consistently on Sundays, 1 p.m. Central, and then it was 10 a.m. and I figured, like, what the heck, let's just go live. But I don't know. I don't mind running our lives. Like, I think it's fine while I'm shipping. I just can't get too distracted from my work because I do have other stuff to do. And also, there is something to be said about, like, a YouTube channel being built properly would not have a bunch of lives, a bunch of like short form, a bunch of long form, a bunch of medium content. The way YouTube kind of works with the channel is this is actually a RVCA floral print shirt. This one sold for $25. So the thing is, like, if you're a viewer who always watches a 10-minute video, start to finish, you never watch anything more, you don't even click on longer videos, then if I have a channel with only 10-minute videos, YouTube shows those to people who watch 10-minute videos. And then if you have all these random links of videos, then people will be turned off and not engage as much. So they say it can hurt the channel. But I don't know. Running lives, like, I think they're fun. I really do. I think people are just looking for some content. I think live content is some of the most interesting content. You can look at Whatnot as a selling platform. Why is that, like, popped off? I mean, part of it is because people just feel engaged. Like, they feel like you're sitting here. Like, if you guys ever watch Twitch or, like, what was it, Justin TV before that, maybe is what it was called? People like that stuff, man. I like it. It's addicting. I think it's great. I think I'm pretty good at it just because I, like, talk a lot. But I don't know. I haven't really looked at the metrics of, like, how much money these lives make, but it's somewhere between, like, I don't know, like, maybe $10. Sometimes it's, like, cheaper. Sometimes it's, like, less. And then sometimes they can be, like, $20. But I don't know. It's not so much about, like, the money coming in because, like I said, if I shipped these without going live, it was 17 items. Wait, 7? No, it was 20 items for $400. 20 items takes me, like, 15 minutes to pack up. So, like, now I'm taking an hour to pack up 15, something that would have taken 15 minutes. So it almost hurts me a little bit. Oh, you know what hurts really bad is I just packed this item and I forgot what it was. I think it's this Lacoste shirt. Yeah, it's a Lacoste shirt. I put a hole in the bag. I'm kind of lazy and don't really want to waste the bag, so I'm just going to put a piece of eBay tape over it. Maybe like 2 pieces of tape. Yeah, that's okay. So I forgot what it was. I didn't want to do the wrong label. Okay, 8 ounces. Lacoste Polo. Lacoste. The alligator. Or is it a crocodile? I think it's an alligator. Something with the teeth, right? Or the snouts. Wrestling Fig says, can you print on your phone on the Rolo without setting it up to a computer? Interesting question. So I did work for a copier company, and one of the worst things that I was at was, like, connectivity issues. Like when people wanted to do mobile type printing. I know you can connect a phone to a printer. If the printer has Wi-Fi, you connect it and you can print like that. The Rolo, I'm pretty sure the wired one you cannot. I don't know for sure, but I don't think there's not enough. I don't think there's a logic board in here. So, like, I don't think it has the brains to do it. The new one that's wireless, I've never messed with that one, so I really don't know. That's a good question, but I like it. I like stuff like that hardwired in. I like having my scale wired in. I don't like messing with batteries just because I want it to work every time, and I don't want to have any hiccup. Like if the internet's down, if something's not connecting, I don't want any of that stuff. So I would just wire it in. But yeah, there might be a YouTube video on it. I don't know. There probably is. Lowe's laughing at that one, yeah. Jack says, hey, working hard. Yeah, I got your box right here. There you go. Jack, he was the winner of the giveaway. So, yeah, you're going to be getting that one shipped out today. I did a ground advantage, so I don't know how long it'll take, but hopefully it makes it there. I hope you enjoy the items. M Run Good says, or Mr. Run Good says, haha, I use my sugar-free Gatorade bottles for water too. I like this guy. Yeah, I mean, these are Powerade Zeros, but these are great bottles too. Yeah. So you can actually put, like, if you have like that little armband, you know, to hold an ID holder, you can actually put it on here and put all that, and it's like your wallet water bottle. So super cheap. You do have to wash them after a while though. Like, you put soap and, like, you know, rinse it. Usually I go a couple refills before it starts tasting like black and like disgusting. Then I clean it. Jack says rent a U-Haul, talking about helping out with the books and stuff. Yeah, I mean, renting is fine. You know, if you only need it for short term, I get it. I think I've never rented a U-Haul, to be honest. I don't even know how much they cost. This one is a Travis Mathew 3XL. So this one sold for $33. Travis Mathew 3XL. For like a somewhat solid looking polo, that's pretty good money, but it's because of the size. Like, Travis Mathew probably doesn't make a whole lot of 3XLs whenever they're producing their clothing, because a lot of golfers are a little bit skinnier. Some are big. Let's see. All right. Snugglebug 4TM says, nothing for me to mail out yet, but we are waiting for our mini excavator to arrive in an hour and a half. And then you said go whatever. So you got an excavator coming, like a mini one? What are you doing electrical lines, or did you get it for, like, I wouldn't say you got it for sprinkler lines, because you don't have to go that deep on those, but I guess you could if you really wanted it. I think excavators are fun. I've had my fair share of times using backhoes and things like that, bucket trucks or whatever, and yeah, they're pretty great. Last item, folks, and we are at the 45-minute mark, so we'll probably sit and chat for like a few minutes, but this is gonna be, let's see, it's definitely an old item. Look at the SKU. 7,145. So we're at like 19,000, I think. 20,000. This is a women's Torrid V-neck, and it's got some skulls on it. This sold for like $20, and it lasted a long time. So I probably priced it too high. It's a 1X, which for Torrid I think is like their, I don't know if they call that vanity sizing, but 1X I think is, I don't know, like an extra large or something. Not sure what I put for it. Oh, it's a size 1, not a 1X. It's a size 1. So whatever a size 1 is in Torrid, maybe it's a large. I don't know. But yeah, so that one sold almost $20. I don't know. Maybe I'll dip back into the women's sections. I like going through the women's plus size tops because there's some really good money in there, and usually they're pretty cheap. So maybe I'll dip my toes back in that world. It just takes me a lot longer because I don't know, like, the brands as well. But sometimes it doesn't have to be that good of a brand, though. It can just be like whatever. All right, so Crocagator says Jack for the Lacoste. Gravity Goods. Cameron says sup, Mike. Sup, Sean, and good morning to me. So let's just pop over to the tube and see how it's doing. Looks like 39 of you guys are here, 16 likes. So yeah, you definitely are kind of doing your eBay thing, just hanging out. And I kind of want to do something with the chat. So ChatGPT is what I'm on now. You guys cannot see it because you can see me, but I'm on it right now. So I'm gonna type. Let's see, what brands of women's plus size shirts resell well? Shirts resell well. I wonder. Question mark. I wonder what it's gonna come up with. It's talking about reselling. So it says Torrid number 1, Lane Bryant. ASOS Curve, LO Quill, City Chic, Forever 21 Plus, Universal Standard, Fashion Nova Curve, Simply Be, and Old Navy Plus. Now I can tell you Old Navy actually sells pretty good. Some of these other ones in the middle I hadn't really heard of. Torrid, Lane Bryant. What's the other ones? I can't remember what it's called. Not Curve. I feel like another one with a C. But yeah, I like looking at the ChatGPT because it's interesting. So you can actually look up like more. You can say like, give me more brands or whatever, or make it more specific. Snugglebug says, yes, we have 10 acres apple orchard. Some dead trees, going to dig out the pond, and of course rent it out. And you said go Packers. Do you have to put it in all caps? Like, is that you like yelling at the screen? I feel like when people type in all caps, they're like this. So that's pretty cool. I've definitely dug up some trees. I didn't realize that you can't just grab the main root of the tree, or like say the tree's, you know, cut and you're just getting the stump out. I tried like this big excavator. I tried getting the thing, and it totally was just like, like you got to just dig around the roots on the side and kind of like, it's a pretty good art. Like heavy machinery, especially if somebody's like grading the land for like a pool or something. Like a lot of those guys make a lot of money because they're specialists with working that machine. And sometimes they don't even have their own machine. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they just jump in the truck and start working with what they got. And it's pretty incredible. Ping, good morning. Happy to have you in. So we're actually going to pop off. If you guys just came in, sorry. Go ahead and rewatch it. But I just want to come on, pack some items, and get Monday morning going. I'm feeling good. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to photograph. I got to do some content. And, of course, I'm probably going to go to a thrift store just because I'm addicted to thrift stores. So hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Watch the live from yesterday if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye. We're going to end now.